caused you to come in here for the first time?
CNN show where a lady had become a millionaire from selling real estate, and then they showed some about it, the three-dimensional part, and just really interested.
Okay, and I think that was Anchi Chung or something like that. Yeah. She got a lot of publicity from that, and so when was that? When was that on CNN?
I think it was a rerun about in end of June, and
okay.
I got on and really was a little more complicated for me than I expected.
Okay.
Am I feeding back to...
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure why. Do you have anything else on monitoring that would enable...
No, streaming's off. And
okay.
everything.
Are you on a cell phone or is this a regular phone?
Cell phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me move out of this room.
Okay. I've actually heard this happen once or twice before. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Any better?
Yeah, that is better.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, that is better. Good. Well, Cosmic, you're pretty recent in here. Is that correct?
Probably 6 weeks.
Okay, so you're really recent. But you came in running on your music streaming. Can you tell us a little bit how did you get yourself geared up to actually be able to do performances here in Second Life?
I had all the equipment already set up from when I run a banjo site called banjoacademy.org.
Banjoacademy.org?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me try to turn the cell phone volume down.
Okay.
Let's see if that helps any. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That really helped. I
was on banjoacademy.org, and I had to buy video equipment and recording equipment to get the videos and MP3 play-along files to banjoacademy.org going.
Okay.
And when I logged on to Second Life, everything was there. I just didn't know exactly what to do. I ran across these folks called the Hobos, and boy, you talk about a great help. Those guys instantly knew what to do and who to set me up with, and was able to get the streaming going. That was the only part I was missing, was the streaming. And man, it's just been an uphill thing ever since. Been great.
Uphill, or I guess kind of, or downhill. I guess how you. I guess I never. That's always confusing to me because it seems like, I mean, when I think of uphill, I think it's a struggle, and downhill, it's like everything's going good and you're cruising. So, but I know what you, I know what you mean.
I was thinking more like uphill progress.
Right, progress. Yeah.
A lot of shows.
So the guys at Hobo, that's at Hobo Island, right? Is that the name of their sim?
Right. Yeah. It's an awesome place. It's a sandbox run by this guy named Oz. And I was just there learning how to build stuff, and I played my banjo over the mic. And they were like, hey, man, did you know you can play in Second Life? And I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So they eventually had me play at their grand opening. And one thing led to another. And, man, I was just playing everywhere now.
So when you actually came into Second Life the first time, you were not even aware of the music scene?
No, not at all. I was interested in the three-dimensional aspect of, to me, it's a version of the Internet in three-dimension, and I was really curious about how it worked. And so I was just there experimenting around. Didn't even know there was a music scene there. As
in you do some building yourself? Or?
Yeah. I'm also a graphic artist. Used to do T-shirt designs and stuff, and I always kind of wanted to mess around in three-dimensional objects.
Okay.
And it was pretty easy to do once the Hobo showed me, how to create things and stuff.
Man, it's really feeding back weird now. I don't understand.
There's nothing I can do. I don't have a landline.
I know. So let me see. Okay. Well, when you first turned down the volume, it sounded great, and then it went back into it again. So I'm not sure. I don't know if we should.
Okay.
If we should try another connection, maybe, or we'll just keep going here. So, of course, the other reason I have interest, personally, one, I play banjo in real life as well. I have since I was 15 years old, and so I have a love for the instrument. And 2, I also brought Gibson. The island that's right next door to this island we're on right now is Gibson Island, and of course the Gibson Mastertone is a legendary instrument. So, and I'm in Nashville, so I've had, there's several folds of my interest in bluegrass and the music that you do. But in real life, you as well, you play a Gibson Mastertone, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a combination of a couple old Gibson banjos that were broken. When I was a kid, there's a guy here that runs a company that builds parts for Gibson, and he also repairs them. And they're the only qualified Gibson dealer here in Louisville. And I was starting to play with famous people like Ralph Stanley and Bill Monroe and just bunches of them. And they were giving me a lot of grief over a banjo kit that I'd built earlier.
Does it have to be a Saga banjo?
A serious kind of banjo.
Was that a Saga banjo?
Yeah, Saga. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, the pronunciation.
Yeah, that was actually my first banjo.
Yeah.
What's a Saga banjo?
They were just giving me total grief over it. That's funny. They would say, like, son, if you had a real banjo, you'd be a heck of a banjo fixer and all that. So I went down to Bill Sullivan, and I was like, Bill, man, I said, I only got like $800, and these guys are just really just on me bad about this stuff. And I showed him some photos and stuff of what I do with, me with famous people and stuff. And he said, tell you what, I got some repair jobs back here